Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we explore the wonders of the natural world and delve into the fascinating stories that shape our planet. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey. Today, we're going to talk about a group of plants that are so charismatic, they've been dubbed the pandas of the orchid world. You may have seen them online or in magazines. They're known as the Dracula orchids, or monkey face orchids, due to their striking resemblance to tiny primates. But beneath their charming appearance lies a story of danger and conservation. These extraordinary plants are found mainly in the Andean cloud forests of Colombia and Ecuador, some of the most biologically rich but also most endangered ecosystems on the planet. The Dracula orchids depend on cool, humid conditions at mid to high altitudes, where constant mist wraps the trees. Unfortunately, those same slopes are being rapidly cleared for cattle pasture, crops like avocado, and expanding roads and mining projects. As forests shrink and fragment, the orchids lose the microclimates they need to survive. Another threat comes from people's fascination with these rare and charismatic plants. Orchid collectors have been seeking them out for centuries, and today, that demand continues, fueled by the internet. Many enthusiasts and professional growers trade in cultivated plants responsibly, but others still seek wild orchids, and Dracula species are no exception. For a plant that may exist in populations of just a few dozen individuals, a single collecting trip can be disastrous. The situation is urgent, with local conservationists describing it as a race against time to protect these incredible plants. But there's hope. In Ecuador's northwestern Andes, the Reserva Dracula protects one of the world's richest concentrations of these orchids. The reserve is home to at least 10 Dracula species, 5 of them found nowhere else on Earth. Local organizations are working with communities to promote sustainable agriculture, develop ecotourism, and reward conservation through payments for ecosystem services. The same internet fame that fuels demand for these orchids could also help fund their conservation. If viral posts about smiling flowers included information about where they come from and how threatened they are, they could help change norms about the need to avoid overcollection. Perhaps, just as the panda became a symbol for wildlife conservation, monkey face orchids could become icons for plant conservation, reminding us that biodiversity isn't only about animals. As we take a moment to appreciate these incredible plants, let's also consider our role in their fate. Whether future generations will still find these faces in the forest, and not just in digital feeds, depends on how we act now. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host David, and we're excited to dive into our middle segment today, featuring some truly remarkable stories from the world of wildlife photography. If you're just joining us, be sure to catch up on our previous segment, where we explored the fascinating realm of urban wildlife. Now, let's talk about the prestigious Wildlife Photographer of the Year award, which has been showcasing the most incredible images of the natural world for decades. This year's winners have just been announced, and I must say, the photographs are simply breathtaking. From the majestic to the microscopic, these talented photographers have captured it all. One of the standout images is from Wim van den Heever, who won the award with his stunning photo of a... Wait, no. I'm sorry, folks, it seems I got my information mixed up. Actually, the winner of the Wildlife Photographer of the Year award is not specified in the text, but we do have a plethora of amazing images to share with you. We have Quentin Martinez's incredible shot of lesser tree frogs gathering to breed in the rainforest, their metallic sheen glistening in the dim light. And then there's Georgina Steitler's fascinating photo of a gum leaf skeletonizer, caterpillar's strange tower of discarded head capsules. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. We also have Audun Rickardson's powerful image of gulls swarming around a fishing vessel, highlighting the conflict between seabirds and the fishing industry. And let's not forget Xian Li's stunning photo of carnivorous pitcher plants reflecting UV light to lure prey. It's like a deadly allure, as the title suggests. These are just a few examples of the amazing photography on display in this year's Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition. Each image tells a unique story about the natural world and the incredible creatures that inhabit it. As we take a break from our walk through the world of wildlife photography, I encourage you to check out some of these amazing images online. They're truly inspiring and might just spark a new appreciation for the beauty and diversity of life on our planet. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. As we conclude our journey through the fascinating world of wildlife and conservation, I'd like to take you on an intriguing tale that has been making headlines recently. You might have heard about the viral rat hole in Chicago, which has been sparking debates and curiosity among the public. But, as it often does, science has stepped in to shed some light on this mysterious phenomenon. Researchers from the University of Tennessee, led by evolutionary biomechanics expert Michael Granatowski, decided to investigate the origin of this peculiar rodent-shaped impression in the concrete of Chicago's Roscoe Village neighborhood. By leveraging the power of social media and collecting dozens of images of the site, they applied paleontological tools to analyze the imprint and determine the identity of the culprit. Using measurements of anatomical features such as snout-to-tail length and head width, the team compared the data with museum specimens of small mammal species found in Chicago, and, as it turns out, the measurements most closely matched those of an eastern gray squirrel or a fox squirrel. The working hypothesis is that the animal likely created the hole after falling out of a nearby tree. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the lack of a bushy tail in the impression? Granatowski and his team argue that it's unlikely the concrete would have captured such fine detail. And, as for the rat purists who claim that the absence of footprints rules out the possibility of a rat, the researchers suggest that a bird might have dropped the rodent, creating the impression without leaving any tracks. This captivating case study not only highlights the challenges of identifying ancient paleontological specimens, but also demonstrates the power of science in solving everyday mysteries. As Granatowski notes, it's a rare opportunity to take data and package it in a way that's accessible to everyone. And, who knows, this might just spark a new wave of interest in the fascinating world of evolutionary biomechanics. As we wrap up today's nature walk, I encourage you to keep exploring the natural world around you. Remember, there's always more to discover, and science is often just a step behind, waiting to uncover the secrets that lie beneath the surface. That's all for today's nature walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.